Back in January of 2014, during the winter of the Great Polar Vortex that hit North America, Boston Beer Company rolled out a beer with the hope of spring, and this beer has become a spring seasonal ever since. Samuel Adams Cold Snap was marketed as spring's transition away from the hearty brews of winter to the bright, lighter-bodied beers of summer. Now, founder Jim Koch had this to say about the then new release: "As brewers, we're like chefs, inspired by the weather and the seasonality of ingredients and flavors." He went on to say, "I've always said that spring is one of the most challenging seasons to brew for. It's a tweener. We're waiting for winter to be over and longing for summer to arrive. For us, Cold Snap captures this sentiment with its crisp wheat and vibrant fruits, flowers, and spices, yielding flavors ranging from the subtle sweetness of orange peel and plum to the distinct peppery bite of fresh ground coriander." Now, as part of its Cold Snap campaign in 2016, Samuel Adams created the Cold Snap Cold Map on Twitter, in which the city that tweeted the most about the weather would be awarded Cold Snap parties during the season. And in less than a decade of existence, Samuel Adams Cold Snap has solidified itself as a solid staple of the brewery and the perfect late winter, early spring optimistic brew. For the ingredients, the malt varieties used are Samuel Adams two-row pale malt, as well as malt blend and malted wheat. They use Hallertau Mittelfrüh Noble hops for the hop varietals, and it's available usually through January to March. As far as special ingredients, and there are several, they use orange zest, vanilla, lemon zest, coriander, rose hips, hibiscus, powdered plum, grains of paradise, anise, and tamarind. It comes into us at 5.3% ABV, 10 IBUs, and 154 calories per 12-ounce servings. As far as food pairings go, small plates are recommended, like empanadas, salads, and mussels. For entrees, sushi, curry dishes, and grilled chicken, so a little bit on the lighter side. And for desserts, spiced cakes with ice cream as well as cookies. It did win the 2018 gold medal at the World Beer Awards. And in my review from back on April 8th, 2015, I pointed out the orangey cloudy look, expecting a lighter color. I believe the aroma to be a bit, quote, soapy and shampoo-like, perhaps due to the coriander. Now, taste-wise, I was very, very confused. It tasted to me like it wanted to be orange, but almost had a strange vanilla extract taste with some creaminess. I was definitely perplexed and ended up giving it only a 6 out of 10. So the fact that I was sipping on one of these when I announced that I was going to do this Top 10s beer project kind of alerts me that, I was enjoying it then. And in my review 6 years ago, 2015, I gave it a 6 out of 10. So I'm wondering, am I going to give this a better score now, knowing that, in that I could just grab one of these and enjoy it and not go, oh, this is weird, and I don't know about these flavors, I don't know about the this vanilla extract taste interacting with the prune and all that stuff. I will say the prune thing here is very interesting. And I'm not seeing it, I'm seeing an exotic blend of 10 fruits, but prunes are not one of them that's listed here. They don't go through all the 10 fruits, of course. So here we go. Cold Snap. I'm drinking this on March the 31st, 2021, and this is an enjoy by date of July, so I'm well within reason here. It would be a decent, interesting summer choice. If I wanted to have one of these in June, I'd still, I guess, technically be in the range of freshness that they recommend. Pouring it up all the way to the top, it's a fizzy kind of head on this beer. It kind of dissipates pretty quickly. You can see the bubblies right there. A little bit of a lot of stuff going on. Wow, bubbles are really, really going up, going way up on this Witbier, I should say. Aroma-wise. Definitely getting a spicy note. I remember I was very perplexed by the aroma the first time. It's a little more biting, maybe a tad of the orange, maybe a little bit more of vanilla. But it has a very subtle aroma. It's not very pungent in the aroma. You have to really kind of dig your nose down to really get something here. So let's get the taste. Yeah, right off the top of the tongue, I'm getting a zesty kind of orange taste to it, almost like a Hefeweizen beer. Almost like, I guess, a Blue Moonish kind of taste. But when it kind of settles in, that vanilla really takes over. It's got a little bit of a bite to it, too. And I do taste the complexity of the other ingredients, the other fruits, I think, that are in this beer. I'm getting a little bit of the plum. Did I say prune before? I don't know. I think it's plum, not prune. If it's prune, then that's a problem. It could be a problem. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a zestiness, and it does have some refreshment to it too. And a beer that's a good beer, a good beer to have maybe after the first mow of the season, which I was actually going to go out and mow on Friday here in the northeast region of the United States. It's going to be in the 40s though, so they're going to feel a little winterish. So it's probably a good time for this beer. That we're not quite out of the woods with the cold weather, but we're getting there, kind of beer. I think they did a good job with it. I don't know if the recipe had changed. I kind of read somewhere, I think that the recipe may have changed over the course of the last few years. But this is good. I know a lot of people really love this beer as well. I think they did a good job with it. I'm going to give a better score than I gave it the first time. 6 out of 10 is way too low. So I'm going to go ahead and give Cold Snap from Sam Adams a 7.5 out of 10. I think that the look of it is decent. I love the bubbles. Aroma lacks a little bit. The taste is very complex. Not saying it's the greatest taste in the world, but I do like the note of the orange note, the citrus note that goes to the vanilla taste, and a couple of those other fruits that are intermixed as well. I think it's a good mixer of all those ingredients. Not the greatest taste in the world, but a very decent. It kind of puts you in the mood for some warmer temperatures, but not too warm. So 7.5 out of 10 for Sam Adams Cold Snap.